Good morning. Students, at this time, if you will please put away your cell phones. Thank you very much. Good morning and welcome to the 2024 Graves County High School Veterans Day celebration. In 1954, President Dwight D. Eisenhower signed a bill proclaiming November 11th as Veterans Day and called upon Americans everywhere to rededicate themselves to peace. Today, it is our pleasure to present this year's program to honor all veterans of the American Armed Forces. We can never fully repay the debt of gratitude to the more than 750,000 American service members who died in battle, the 1.4 million who were wounded, or the 83,204 unaccounted for United States military personnel. We can, however, recognize and thank the 19 million veterans still living today. At this time, I would like to introduce Sergeant First Class Bruce Kernoodle, the Army instructor in our JROTC program at Graves County Schools.
Good morning, everyone. When Francis Scott Key wrote the Star-Spangled Banner in 1814, he called America the land of the free and the home of the brave. Those words are as true today as they were then. Throughout this nation's history, Americans have bravely answered the call to defend our freedom, to aid our friends and allies, and to turn back aggressors. At this time, I would ask that you please stand for the presentation of our colors and our national anthem. I ask that you remain standing until the colors have left the floor. You may be seated at this time.
Julia World Howard first heard the music to John Brown while at a public review of troops outside Washington, D.C. during the Civil War in 1861. She added her own lyrics to the verse, creating the In the years since the Civil War, the battle hymn has been used frequently as an American patriotic song.
The Stars and Stripes Forever is a patriotic American march written by John Philip Sousa in 1896. Sousa explained that the three themes were intended to represent the three regions of the United States: The broad melody or main theme portrays the North. The South is represented by the famous piccolo obbligato and the West by the bold counter melody of the trombones. The three come together in the climax representing the Union itself. In 1987, by an act of the U.S. Congress, the Stars and Stripes Forever was officially named the National March of the United States of America. My Country 'Tis of Thee is an American patriotic song written by Samuel Francis Smith in 1831. The song served as an unofficial national anthem to the United States before the Star-Spangled Banner in 1931. By using the melody of a very famous British anthem, by changing the words, it was a statement about the new American democracy.
Good morning, Grace County. Before I get started on my part here, I want to recognize the band, the orchestra, Sympathy. We get spoiled here at Graves County. I'm not from Graves County, so when I see this band, I realize I didn't have that growing up. You guys are awesome. You're always prepared. You always overperform. Appreciate it. Let's give them a round of applause. And one admin note, if you got your phone out, put your phone up. If you got your phone out, you're probably not listening. So if you see somebody with a phone out, nudge them politely and tell them to put their phone up. Thank you. I went in the U.S. Army out of high school. I'm from Fulton, right down the Parkway here. A few years ago when I did that, I had no idea what to expect. When I went into the Army, I would have swore I was going to be chased around by drill sergeants for 4 years. Luckily, it was only 10 weeks. Once I realized it was only 10 weeks, I was a happy camper after that. Once I got in, I was an athlete in Fulton City, high school, football, basketball. Once I got in, it reminded me a lot of that. What I really missed about high school was the athletics, the camaraderie. So I had never thought about getting out. I said, okay, I'm gonna stay in and I'm gonna work my way up. I didn't know what an officer was when I went in. Like most of y'all don't know what an officer is. Once I realized what an officer is and what they do, what it takes to become one, I said, I'm gonna do that. So I made a rank of sergeant. Then the Army sent me to Tennessee Martin University and RLTC, and I got in 3 years graduated. Came back in the Army as an officer. Worked my way up to different ranks. At different ranks, I had different command jobs. And what I'm going to do today is compare my service in the military to service I see here at the school, and compare two comparisons here. Their one responsibility as a commander in the military was to make sure my unit's job would survive in a military conflict. So my number one job was to make sure we could perform our task in combat. And that's at every level. I retired in 2013 and started the JRTC program here, school year 2012, 2013. Once I came here, I had no idea what to expect. I didn't know how I would like the job or if I'd even like the job or not. I soon realized it's not a job, it's still a continuation of service. I'm still serving my country by serving you guys, and so is everyone else here as well. When I compare my service in the military and service in the school, there's a lot of differences. There are a lot of differences, what I did in the military and what I see happening here. But there are two very similar comparisons I want to highlight today. Number one, Jacob currently works in the IT department here at Grace County. In Operation Atlantic Resolve in Eastern Europe, Operation New Dawn in Iraq, and Operation Iraqi Freedom. He is currently assigned to the Kentucky National Guard Unit 20th Special Forces and Range Operations at Wendell H. Ford Training Center in Greenville, Kentucky. Matt is currently the maintenance in the served as 11 Bravo parachuter, infantry paratrooper. Josh served as a 240B machine gun team leader and with the 173rd Airborne Brigade. His home station was Vincenza, Italy. There he trained with several foreign militaries, including French, Polish, Italian, the 327 Signal Battalion as a 31 Foxtrot, network switching operations, systems operations. Discussion served in Operation Enduring Freedom at K2 Air Base in Uzbekistan. She was awarded National These individuals standing here, I said it before, they serve the military and they serve the country. They're serving you today. So be appreciative. And if you know of a veteran in your family, if I ask you to rise, if you have a veteran in your family, about everybody would rise. Reach out to them today. Tell them thank you for your service. Thank you.
To further honor the brave men and women who are now serving in the military, Graves County High School Orchestra will perform To Reap the Blessings of Freedom. This medley includes the official hymns of the Navy and Coast Guard, the Air Force, the Marines, and the Army. As each hymn is played, please stand if you served or if you have family members that served in that branch. Students, faculty, and staff, please also stand and represent your family's sacrifice to America. United States Navy and Coast Guard. United States Air Force. United States Marines. United States Army. Thank you for your service.
While Veterans Day is primarily a tribute to our country's living veterans, and Memorial Day is typically a tribute for troops that have fallen, it is always appropriate to include a moment of silence in respect for those who made the ultimate sacrifice for our country and our freedom. The bugle call of taps began as a signal for lights out at the end of the day. However, the playing of taps continues to be a part of military funerals and memorial ceremonies. Please rise for the GCHS Concert Band's performance of taps, followed by Amazing Grace and America. You may be seated. At this time, I'd like to recognize our guests who've joined us today that are veterans or veteran family members. So guests, at this time, if you would please stand. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. Today is a very emotional day for our veterans. Nearly every family at Grace County High School has a veteran. I encourage each of you today to reach out to a veteran and tell them that you appreciate their service. We are all blessed to be in the best country on earth, and it's because of these brave men and women that we experience the freedoms we enjoy today. Thank you to our veterans and all our guests for joining us and for your service to our country. Students, at this time, we will first dismiss vocational to their bus. Thank you for your attention and time during our assembly. If you're a vocational student, we will dismiss you at this time.